Hello everyone, welcome back to Evermoor. I'm not used to flying like this, but I thought I'd try it out. In this episode, I'm going to be adding a little something to the community island here, more specifically to that museum back there. We are going to add an armor room, somewhere to store all of our armor trim. That's the gist of it. I believe Time Architect has been working very hard trying to collect all of the armor trim types. Currently, these are the types that I have myself, but I believe he has these plus some others, and he's working on getting all of those available. Of course, we're going to have to duplicate them in order to use them ourselves, but I thought it would be cool to have an area on the community island to store all of that armor trim so that anyone can use them. I was trying to figure out where would be a good place to put that. We do have a lot of empty space on this island. However, I think in the museum would be a good fit if we can just find the space. Now, there's a lot of spaces that I still have empty that I plan to use for other things. For example, this corner will eventually be dedicated to the Nether, and that corner over there will be dedicated to the overworld. There's a room above and below for each corner. As you know, that corner and that corner, I already have stuff in there. So I was trying to figure out where would be a good spot to create an armor room. And I thought, how about below the dragon? Under this floor, we could fit a pretty sizable room to store all of the armor pieces and put a bunch of different armor on display. I just have to figure out now where to make an entrance to this hidden room, and we have to figure out how big it's going to be. Most likely it will just be the same size as this center room here, which is pretty big. But again, we need to figure out a cool entrance. But I'm not going to figure out their entrance right away. I think the first thing I need to do is go in here and just figure out where it's going to fit and how it's going to fit. There is plenty of space down here to work with. We just have to clear out the water and this little bit of land. But what might be a good entrance to it is going through the center of the statue here. Currently, this is what it looks like, but maybe we could do a hidden door inside one of these walls. I'll have to get someone to help me with some redstone for that because I would want it to be flush where you can't really see it. Maybe push a button and something opens up. I'm going to ask some of the other members to come help me on this. Maybe they can contribute some of their redstone expertise to assist. That is the project I plan on doing for this episode, and I'm really looking forward to it. Let's jump into a time lapse and I can start clearing this area. that last part of the time lapse you saw was the last time I had seen this room, and apparently some more work has been done since then. Looks like Time has gotten an elevator in the center for us, which I'm going to have to test that out and see how it works exactly. I'm not sure how it's supposed to work if you start at the ground. I'm assuming you're supposed to start at the top first. Now I'm kind of stranded down here. But it also looks like he's got all of the armor in place. So now all we need to do is duplicate all the types of trim and get those on each armor stand. We're also probably going to have to do a lot of extra collecting of diamonds, because when I first calculated how many diamonds we would need to duplicate all of the trim, I calculated it to be around 300 something diamonds. But then I realized I calculated wrong because I was counting each set of armor as one trim when it was really 4 sets of trim for one set of armor. So really we need at least 1,000 more than I originally thought. We'll need one entire shulker box full of diamonds just to get the trim duplicated for the displays themselves. This is how many diamonds we currently have, and yeah, we're gonna have to get enough to fill up this whole thing. I do have some ore at my base, and I'm thinking about mining up. I was hoping to save some of it as just the ore state, so I could use it for who knows what. But maybe I'll go there and see how many diamonds I have, if I can just figure out a way to get out of here. I wonder if there's a way to activate the elevator from down here. If not, yeah, I'm gonna have to just break my way through the ceiling to get out. I did have to break my way out to get out of there, but I want to test out this elevator before I go check on the diamonds. Looks like we also have an entrance now on either side. I don't know if I want to keep it that way or if I want to just have the one entrance on the one side, because I do like having the black backdrop when you first enter. Maybe I'll just block off this one side. There are phantoms that spawn inside the museum, and I didn't realize I hadn't slept in so long. But yeah, see, this building is a little too tall to deter phantoms from spawning. So we can pick any of these beds on the floor and sleep on them and hope that we don't get eaten alive. It does appear to be the downside of building giant things in survival. You still can't escape the stupid phantoms. Are they done? They're burning. Thankfully there is sun above them to catch them on fire. Alright, not gonna worry about them anymore. Let's test out this elevator. Let me get that put away. So I'm assuming, actually I don't know how big this is. I'm going to stay in the center just to be sure. There is a button over there. So if I push that, okay, it's the middle 3 that go down. That's so cool. And then you go down into the armor room, and I can take my scaffolding back that I had to use to break through the ceiling. And then if we want to go back up, we're just going to stand here and press that button. Very nice. It'll take us back up. Let's go see how many diamonds I have. Oh, this is not even the right way out. Diamonds, diamonds, here are my diamonds. This is how many diamond ore I have. It's quite a bit, and I do have 3 stacks already. So let me go ahead and take these with me, and I'm just gonna go start mining some at the museum. Some of this diamond ore that I have on me, I was kind of wanting to keep it just in case I wanted to use it as a decorative block. And I might even try it a little bit inside the armor room because I'm curious if I can fit that texture in anywhere. Sneak it in just as an extra detail. I don't know why I'm flying there. I think I just started to fly because I could. I don't know if I should put all of them in here or get another chest for them. I mean, we're gonna be duplicating all the templates. I think the smithing template is supposed to stay somewhere handy also for us to create our netherite gear more easily. You know what? Before I do start mining some of this ore, I do want to try it out in this room and seeing if there's any spots I can put it that would be interesting. My original thought was maybe mixing it into the floor pattern somehow, maybe on these corners. And I don't know how it would look, but I was just curious to try it. So if we stuck a diamond on all of the corners, okay, that does look kind of cool. I'm gonna try putting it on all of the corners. So maybe this one, are there corners up here? Now, I don't like how those ones are so close, so maybe I can alter the floor a bit so that the corner is here instead of right next to the armor stand. Let me try that. Just going to be a matter of reconfiguring the floor a little bit. I'm probably going to have to get more basalt to fill in all the missing spots. But this way, if we put a diamond here and here, have this go across here, and this go there, and I'm going to have to get more basalt to fill in the rest of the space. But then you'll get something like that, and that does look a little more even. And with the added diamond texture, I don't know, this floor is already kind of crazy, and I'm just making it even crazier. But really, I just want an excuse to use the diamond ore in some kind of build somewhere. And this seems like the perfect room for it because it's already so expensive. This definitely is the most expensive room I've ever built in Minecraft. Just the amount of materials needed for all the different things, the amount of diamonds needed just to duplicate the trim alone, the amount of glass we needed for those back walls, the amount of signs and wood I had to collect for that ceiling. It's a bit ridiculous, but I think it's worth it. I like ridiculous. I do like the diamond on the floor. I like how it brings some of that color from the armor stands out into the center of the floor. Something else we're going to have to figure out is how to light this center area. I'm not sure exactly how dark it is without these torches, but I guess we can see. Without any of the torches around here, it is light level 0 in the center, so we're going to have to figure out a good way to light up this area. Even if it's just putting a carpet or something on these corners, I think that might be the best thing. If I removed, let me put a torch down just so nothing spawns when I turn my back. I don't want to mess with the floor design though too much, and that's the issue. It looks like we've got our toolsmith tables out here along this ring as well. We're just gonna have to mix in a light source. And this might not be the best spot for it because, yeah, there's a bunch of stuff down there. I could hang some kind of light from the center. I just don't want it to hang too low where it's obstructing the view of the armor all around, but I can try it out. It's very hard for me to see this. But something like that wouldn't look too bad. Again, I don't know if I should put it on every corner, or maybe I should put it a little bit higher up. Maybe only one chain away. Yeah, I think that looks better. The question is that going to give enough light if I do that on all 4 sides? And the answer is no. It is still light level 0 here in the middle, because those lights, I guess, are just too far away from the floor. I'm going to try lowering them 1 block again. And now I think it barely works. I got it down to light level 1 in the very center, as long as we keep those lanterns there. And I think that looks better than having the torches floating around, unless we come up with a better solution. I think that's fine for now. And now to the task at hand, where I get to mine up all of my diamonds, and it's really sad because I don't want to mine them up, but we have to because we need these diamonds, and I'd rather mine what I have now than spend hours looking for more. So we're gonna mine all of the stone version first, because this block is not as pretty as the deep slate version. That first group of diamond ore got me 2 stacks of diamonds plus 8. I'll dig up the rest of this now and see how much we have left over. Alright, I got 2 more stacks out of that. I'm leaving 32 deep slate diamond ore in my possession because I honestly can't part with it. I just want to keep it in case I want to do something cool like this with it. I know I'm going to have to go get more diamond anyway because look at how much space we have to fill up in this chest. I also don't know how many diamonds the other members have, so they're definitely going to be able to help contribute to this amount. But now I actually have an excuse to go looking for diamonds again, which I have never had to do in the history of the series, really. I guess I'll go work on that and check back with you later and how that's going. Bad news is, so far, I've only got this many diamonds after doing a lot of digging. But the good news is, We already have some duplicates of some of the trim. Some of this trim, as time was collecting it, and myself, I collected some as well. We do have some that already have duplicates, so hopefully we won't need as many diamonds as I originally thought. So I think I'll go ahead and start adding the trim to the armor, and if I need to go collect more diamonds, then I will do so. I now have all of the trim completed, so now I can show you the armor room in its full glory. We'll do this once again where we go down the elevator and see it all put together. Press the button, go down, and all those hours of work have created this. I know, we already did this, but look, now we've got all of the trim types all on display. I did have to go get more diamonds after all, but not too many more, but it still took me at least an hour and a half probably to find them. But still, we have a completed armor room, the most expensive room ever, and it also looks fantastic with shaders, which I can show you. This is using the complementary shader, and I do love this. I love how the ores glow too, which brings that color just everywhere in the room. And one other little detail I liked about these shaders is how it's reflecting on each layer of glass behind this. It just adds a whole other level of detail. It looks amazing. You'll also notice I haven't done my armor yet. I'm still trying to decide which trim I want to put on my armor. I want to do a combination of them. I don't think I want to stick to just one pattern. I know everyone loves the silence trim, but I don't think I want to do that on my entire set. And also my chest plate, I hardly wear it anyway, so I don't even know if it's even going to be worth it. But I was thinking about using this chest plate. I really like this one. And then I'll have to look around and see which other pieces I like the best from them. I do like the silence helmet. I might use that. But again, we'll have to come back here sometime and figure that out. I didn't really feel like putting that in this episode because honestly, I'm kind of done with trim for now. I'll worry about my own suit of armor later because I need to figure out what color I want to use too. That's just going to take some additional thought. Thank you for watching, everyone. This was a lot of work for just one episode, but aren't all of my episodes like that? That's why they don't come out very often. But I do look forward to seeing you in the next one, whatever that may be. Bye!